Have you ever stayed somewhere longer than you should have? Not because it made you happy, but because leaving felt like betrayal. Not betrayal of the company, but betrayal of the man you once promised you would be. Daniel never planned to give his entire adult life to one place, but somehow that's exactly what happened. Daniel was 58 years old. For 34 years, he worked at the same manufacturing plant in Ohio. Same brick building, same parking lot, same early mornings when the air was cold and the factory lights were already glowing before the sun came up. He wasn't famous, he wasn't wealthy, but he was dependable. When a machine stopped working, people said, "Get Daniel." When a new employee was confused, they said, "Put him with Daniel." Slowly, without ever saying it out loud, his job became proof that he mattered. Over the years, Daniel missed things. Birthday dinners that started without him, weekend trips promised for next time, evenings when his kids fell asleep on the couch before he got home. But he told himself what so many men tell themselves: this is responsibility. This is what a good man does. And for a long time, that story was enough. Then things began to change, quietly. Younger managers arrived, confident, speaking a different language: efficiency, automation, optimization. Daniel noticed he spoke less in meetings, and when he did speak, people nodded politely and moved on. Late at night, a question crept in: what happens to me when this ends? The end came on a Tuesday. Gray sky, steady rain, a small conference room, untouched coffee. We're restructuring. A folder. A handshake. And just like that, the title Daniel had worn for most of his life was gone. That evening, he sat in his car long after the parking lot emptied. For the first time in decades, he didn't know where he belonged the next morning. At home, his wife tried to be strong. She said, "We'll be okay." Daniel nodded, but inside, something broke. He didn't miss the work, he missed being needed. Weekday mornings felt unbearable. If I'm not the supervisor, who am I? 2 weeks later, Daniel met Frank at a small diner. Frank was 62, retired, calm. "I feel lost," Daniel admitted. Frank stirred his coffee slowly. "You let one place tell you who you were," Frank said. "That job gave you structure, but it was never your identity." "You weren't fired from your life," Frank added. "You were released from a chapter that had already ended." Frank didn't offer a miracle. He offered a structure. Every weekday morning, before the world distracts you, invest in 3 things: body, mind, purpose. Not to get rich, not to impress anyone, just to stay whole. The first month was uncomfortable. Daniel missed feeling important, but slowly something changed. Longer morning walks, clearer thoughts. He began teaching basic mechanical skills at a local community center. Young men listened, asked questions, said thank you. For the first time since losing his job, Daniel felt useful again. 6 months later, Daniel wasn't back on top, but he was grounded, healthier, more present, calmer. One morning, his wife said, "You seem lighter." Daniel smiled. "I didn't lose my value when I lost my job," he said. "I just stopped letting one place define it." If you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s and feel like the world is quietly moving past you, hear this clearly. Your value was never in your title. It was in your experience, your discipline, your character. You don't need to start over. You need to redefine what winning looks like now. Not louder, not faster, but deeper.